Yo guys, I'm Yellow, the Norwegian hardcore PC gamer, and today I figured I wanted to talk about 240Hz screens and Hertz in general and some of the benefits that comes with upgrading in this avenue. The point of this video will be to kind of teach people about these sorts of things and whether or not you should get into the 240Hz hype that as of late has become a little bit more affordable than what it used to be, even though this technology is still pretty expensive relative to when 240Hz screens were new. So yeah, let's then therefore go through the basics of this video first, and then further down the line we'll go through some of the more CS specific details that are very interesting to learn about. First and foremost, you have to understand how your PC work in the realm of games and how they operate. Your game is being rendered with a GPU and a CPU and all that sort of stuff. So after that, you get sent frames, okay? And that is going to be scalable relative to how powerful your PC is. When I record these videos, for example, I'm recording them at a higher graphical setting also, so that will diminish my frame rate. And that's aside from the resolution too. These things will affect your frame rate. But assuming you have a very good PC and you have more frames than the hertz frequency that you are trying to fulfill, now you can start to look into upgrading, and you also see the full benefit of the frames that you get from the game that you can act upon. And that is where having a higher hertz frequency screen can be so beneficial. Take a look at these figures down to the left. You can see that relative to how many hertz you have, a lot of millisecond delay will be shaved off upgrading, and that is very crucial, as they hit a very crisp shot on that Opera. Very, very nice stuff. All thanks to, I would claim, my 240Hz monitor that I've had for a couple of months by now. But nonetheless, going from 60Hz to 144Hz, you'll see about 10 milliseconds being shaved straight off. That is an insane upgrade, and I will recommend to most people out there to, if you even enjoy FPS games casually, upgrading to a 1080p 144Hz screen, some cheap stuff that you found out there, you're never going to regret it. And the reason why is very obvious. It's because of that delay, or rather disappearing, and that will in return enhance your performance as a player. Not only do you get over 2.2-ish times the frames to act upon and to digest as a player playing the game that you're playing, assuming obviously you have the same or a way higher frame rate. You should always have a higher so you avoid screen tear and whatnot. But you also get to see everything faster and by a huge margin, going from 60Hz to 144. Again, which is therefore why I will seriously recommend for any budget players out there, if you don't have that much money but you're really into CSGO, this is going to be the route to take for you to get a very substantial upgrade that will enhance your performance as a player in all avenues. For example, initial reaction time, your peripheral vision when you're trying to see enemies or stuff around in the game. All these things will be enhanced because there are more frames to digest. And also for AWPers, for example, or people like me earlier in this game, I was trying to hit a very, very hard skill shot, and here I will do it again. This is all thanks to me not just having fair internet and a fair PC, but also because of how the screen allowed me to digest exactly what that guy was doing, and therefore I adjusted my shot exactly where it should be. I hit the shot as fast as possible, and everything went smoothly. Now with 240Hz, everything gets enhanced way more. However, you can see that the delay that you're shaving off is not that much. We shave off almost 3 milliseconds, and now we sit at 4.15 approximate millisecond like delay between every single frame arriving to our eye. We're getting closer and closer to reality, where all of these rates are at infinite frame rate, infinite or infinitely small waiting time between every single frame, because there are no frames in reality. It's just a constant stream of data. But that's kind of a side point. What stands out a lot with a 240Hz screen versus 144 is not the delay that you're shaving off mostly. It's instead the actual frames that you get to see, and that is so crucial because it gives you even more data to digest, again enhancing your ability to make these sorts of decisions that I made 2 times crucially earlier in this gameplay. And here I believe I do it again, where me and my buddy were able to save each other, me hitting dank quick scopes I guess, and my opponent killing crucial enemies that would kill me, in which I get to kill the other guy that was trying to kill him. And so it all worked out, but again, I would not be able to do that as easily if I did not have a 240Hz screen. Which is kind of important in its own context. But okay, let's say that you don't have any money at all, for example, to get that good of a PC, and you have only one monitor, or maybe you have a laptop, hopefully not something with Intel integrated, and you are trying to make your PC work out to its very best nature. Obviously, setting all the graphics settings down to some of the tiny stuff out there is going to assist you a ton. I always recommend to play the game at the highest resolution possible, but everything else at lowest in order to preserve as much fidelity fidelity and frame rate as possible. But in that context, I will in the end of this video link you guys to an old video I made and the most popular one about overclocking your screen and how to do that sort of stuff. Yeah, sure, I rehash some of the data and stuff that I went through in this video, but it still applies to people that have, for example, low-end build. Maybe you have no money at all and you want to upgrade for free your stuff so that it will be able to perform as good as possible. Your mileage could and will in a lot of scenarios obviously vary with laptops, because a lot of them have special monitors that don't really operate as a normal one. But all in all, most people and a ton of people in the comment section down on that video have seen great benefits from just trying to overclock their regular screen. And in the future, I will probably visit this kind of subject, because I do believe that you can kind of hack your Hertz upgrade overclock even further, but that is kind of an experimental thing. So yeah, hold on your horses, don't rush anything. But yeah, anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was informative so you can make better decisions relative to your budget here, or to related videos if you want to get smarter or better at CSGO. Support the channel or Patreon, that would help me out a ton, because YouTube is crazy nowadays. Again, thanks for watching, have a nice day, and don't get beastified when you play.